Good morning, class 7th. As we are doing the chapter number 7 from your grammar book, that is verbs and its kinds. And yesterday we have completed with the lesson verbs, present tense. So today on 28th, we are going to start with some practice exercises. I am giving you some practice exercises. We will discuss and we will solve it. Okay. Now let's get started. Verbs and its kinds. It is chapter 7. Today is Wednesday and it is 28th of October. Read the following sentences and fill in the blanks with the appropriate form of principal or auxiliary verbs given in the brackets. So we have finished with the chapter number 7. It is about the verbs and its kinds. So in that chapter we have read about that how many kinds of verbs are there. There is principal verb, auxiliary verbs, and there are one more linking verbs also. But in this exercise we are going to fill only the principal verbs or the auxiliary means helping verbs. We call these verbs as helping verbs also. Helping verbs. As I want to recapitulate you, helping verbs are like main verbs. The principal verbs are the verbs which are the main verbs, which is the main action word in the sentence. Okay. And auxiliary verbs are the verbs that are called as helping verbs also, and they help the main verbs to change their forms according to the tenses, voice and other aspects. So for example, in group 1 we have the be verbs. I told you about that. Be verbs are the is, am, are verb. That is, in present tense we use is, am, are, and past tense we use was, were, been and being in the future. And do verbs are also in the first group. Do, does and did. Have verbs has, have and had. So today we are going to fill the principal verbs and the auxiliary verbs in these sentences. Okay. Gagan dash in the garden every day. The verb is given play, and now you have to see that how you have to change the form. Gagan play in the garden every day. Gagan is the singular subject, so here it will come Gagan plays in the garden every day. शीतल बी फॉर्म लगानी है बच्चे हमने अ टैलेंटेड गर्ल, तो ये आपको प्रेजेंट में ही लग रहा है. प्रेजेंट टेंस में इसमें कुछ भी पास्ट नहीं है. शीतल बी की आ जाएगी फॉर्म इज. शीतल इज अ टैलेंटेड गर्ल. ही डैश मिल्क वाइल वॉचिंग टेलीविजन एवरी मॉर्निंग. ही ड्रिंक्स मिल्क बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्रेजेंट टेंस. शी लाइक्स टू सिंग बिकॉज सिंगुलर है सब्जेक्ट, तो यहाँ पे जो वर्ब है वो प्लूरल आएगा. गौरव dash down from the guava tree yesterday when he saw me. So again it is we are talking about the present situation, so here it will come Gagan jumps. He dash a strong soldier before he got injured in the accident. He dash a strong soldier before he got injured. Got injured means this is somewhere we are talking about in the past. Some accident happened and he used to be the strong soldier in the past. So that means here we will use the past tense of be. He was a strong soldier before he got injured in an accident. He was. Okay, past tense form आएगी. They dash told to sing loudly. They बी की कौन सी टोल्ड है ना, पास्ट टेंस. दे प्लूरल है, तो यहाँ पे इसका भी प्लूरल फॉर्म आएगा. दे वर टोल्ड टू सिंग लाउडली. डिड यू गेट मी? देखिए बच्चे, यहाँ पे पास्ट टेंस की बात हो रही है कि पास्ट टेंस में देयर वाज सम एक्सीडेंट, बिफोर दैट ही वाज अ स्ट्रॉन्ग सोल्जर, सो वी हैव टू यूज द पास्ट टेंस ऑफ द पास्ट फॉर्म ऑफ द बी. सो पास्ट फॉर्म मैंने आपको बताया था वॉज वर होता है, और वॉज लगेगा क्योंकि यहाँ पे सब्जेक्ट जो है वो सिंगुलर है. हियर द सब्जेक्ट इज प्लूरल, सो वी विल यूज द verb also plural. because told is in the past tense, बताया था, उनको बोला गया था. Now we come to the exercise number 2. Use suitable modals to complete the following sentences. So we have discussed about the modals also. It was on the page number 49 of your grammar book. So we have done the exercise also. Now this is the extra exercise. Okay, these two exercises you have to do in your grammar notebooks and send your notebooks for checking. 1 to 10 roll number, then 11 to 20 and 21 to 30. Likewise, you keep on sending 10 notebooks at the reception. Okay, now start. Use suitable modals to complete the following sentences. Mother dash, I have bread and butter for breakfast. Now which one will you use? Here we have two options. Mother, now it's in the he's asking, mother dash, I have butter or for the breakfast. Here it is a question mark, so it is in the interrogative form. So what will you use here? Mother, can I have bread and butter for breakfast? Because could is mostly used for the past tense. Have is in the present tense, no? So we will use can. She said that as a little girl. She said that as a little girl means जब वो छोटी थी. That means we are talking about the past. She dash do those exercise with ease. Now क्या आएगा यहाँ पे? Can आएगा या could आएगा? We are talking about the past. So when we are talking about the past, we use she could. Bache, as I am speaking, you keep on writing in your notebooks. You have to do these exercises in your notebooks. He told me that he dash go to the party. He told me that he may go to the party. Because there is a possibility of going, but it's not sure about that whether he'll go or not. Might is used more in the less possibility, but here we can use he told me that he may go to the party. He can go or he can not go. It's not for sure. The chief minister dash preside over the meeting on Tuesday. The chief minister dash preside over the meeting on Tuesday means something we are talking about that is going to happen in future. So for future we use will or shall. So here the chief minister will preside over the meeting on Tuesday. We keep our locality clean. Must or ought. This shows the obligation, strong obligation or your moral duty. We use must or ought to where there is a strong obligation or your moral duty. So what we will use here? We must keep our locality clean. Here we will use must. So class 7th, do these both the exercises in your grammar notebooks. Write down the name of the lesson, verb and its kinds, and it is the exercise number 1 and this is exercise number 2. Is it clear to everybody? And send your notebooks for checking in your school. So I want to tell you that must and ought to, where it is used. Must is used to express the strong obligation or to express a necessity. When you have some strong obligation, you have to do this. You should do this. That's a strong obligation. Means it's you are obliged. It's an obligation. आपको ये करना चाहिए. और to express a necessity means जहाँ पे आपको बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है करने की वो चीज़. So there we use must. You must improve your handwriting. यहाँ पे you can see it's a strong obligation कि करना ही पड़ेगा. You have to do this thing, right? And it's a necessity. You can say it's a necessity because you need to improve your handwriting. The country must assure education for all. Here it's a strong obligation. Education for all. It's a strong obligation. So here we can use must. We can use must. Means ये दोनों काफी they have a similar meaning. Both can be used, but somewhere there's a slight difference in their usage. Okay, that's why I told you about must and ought. and all of you class 7th complete these 2 exercises in your grammar notebooks. And I have told you how you have to do it. This you have to, when I have started the lesson, I have earlier also told you that you have to start writing the definition. You should write the topic of the lesson, then the chapter number 7, then you will start writing about the definition of the verb. Then you will draw this table and will show that how many kinds of verbs are there, and you will just draw the table same in your notebooks, okay, with examples and with the functions. What are the functions of the various kinds of verbs? Main verbs, link verbs, and helping verbs. Then you're going to define it, main verb, and give two examples. Main verbs, 2 kinds of verb, transitive, intransitive verb. Then you will write the definition of the transitive verb, definition of the intransitive verb. All you have to write, okay, with one or two examples. Example is very important. You have to mention the examples also with every kind. Is it clear, 7th class? I hope you all are doing your work. You should complete your notebooks. Then no need to do this in your notebooks. It is already in the book. Then you will write about the link verbs. You will give the definition and you will give the examples and will write the 2 sentence examples also. No need to do this in the notebook. It is in the book only. Then you will come into the link verbs. Change into the link verbs. No need. इसकी भी ज़रूरत नहीं है. यहाँ पे आएंगे आप. थर्ड, हेल्पिंग और ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स. हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स का आप बताएंगे डेफिनेशन. यू विल टेल द डेफिनेशन, यू विल टेल द एग्जाम्पल्स, एंड दिस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. यू शुड राइट दिस. दिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग. ये आपने ज़रूर वहाँ पे लिखना है, ठीक है. ये पार्ट आपने ज़रूर बताना है दैट देयर आर 2 ग्रुप्स ऑफ हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स. बी, डू, हैव. B forms be verbs, do verbs, and have verbs, and be is added to other verbs to make progressive passive forms. You have to write this, okay. And then the last thing you have to do is you have to write this also. Group 2 modals, modal verbs. ये लिखेंगे आप. You will write this definition up till here, and then you will write 2 examples of this. यहाँ पे भी आप 2 examples इसके कॉपी में लिखेंगे. यहाँ से ले सकते हैं आप कोई भी 2 example, या फिर आप ये वाले भी ले सकते हैं. any 2, ये 2 ले लो, या कोई भी 2 या 3 लिख लो इसमें से, ठीक है. इसके बाद आपने ये जो मैंने एक्सरसाइज आपको करवाई है आज, इसके बाद आपने ये एक्सरसाइज करनी है, ठीक है. ये एक्स्ट्रा एक्सरसाइज है, असाइनमेंट दी है जो मैंने, या ये आपने 2 एक्सरसाइजेज जो मैंने आपको अभी करवाई हैं. यू हैव टू डू दिस इन योर ग्रामर नोटबुक्स. एम आई क्लियर? एंड आई एम गोइंग टू चेक योर नोटबुक्स. सेंड इट एज फास्ट एज यू कैन at your school reception.